macho man. Rob wants to be a macho man. This is Cory, and this is the Anthem Podcast.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rob.
And we are joined by a special guest this week.
Very special guest. Go ahead and say hello.
Hi there. It's Stephanie.
Make sure you keep it in front of your mouth. There you go.
That's how microphones work.
That's how microphones work. We also have a crowd.
Yeah.
So, yay!
Yay! And none of the crowd is clapping, just us.
They've been trained well, though. They've been trained to be quiet while we're recording.
No laughter.
Yes. No, nothing.
No fun.
No sassing us.
Yeah. So, how are things going? How was your week?
Good.
Yeah.
Had the whole graduation thing happen.
Right.
That went off smoothly.
Excellent. Congratulations to Laura.
Yes. Now she's itching to do something because she doesn't have anything going on.
I have some job opportunities for her.
We were discussing that on the phone earlier today. So
Things she's going to do.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm happy about that.
So some more projects will be coming
forth. And we're on a retreat this weekend.
Yep. This is the
The Anthem first annual Memorial Day retreat.
annual retreat. So basically what it involves is getting drunk but not on camera.
Yes, doing drunk. We're doing drunk for the rest of the weekend.
Doing drunk for the weekend. And,
Talking about things, and we got some exciting projects coming forward. Number one, my second book's coming out June 16th.
Yeah.
So excited about that.
I can't wait to finally read it.
Did I even send you a copy this time?
No, you did.
No, you did. You did edit it. That's right. Yeah.
I gave you notes. I was doing it on my screen and
Yes. Did you read it too?
Yeah.
Oh, it's super creepy.
It was very creepy. Remember I cried?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You read the first couple chapters, and then
you had to check in on me. And
I'm done
were
with that.
"Are you
Yes.
okay?"
Well,
You didn't
have
check
that
in on
reaction.
me.
Well, no, because I figured you could handle it. You've been dealing with me for 10 years now. I assume that you know what's up. So,
I was like, "You cried? What's wrong with you?"
well, it's not that bad, I suppose.
And he was like, "It got worse." But I was like, "I was prepared." Though.
So here's what I'll tell you: if you do buy it and read it, I encourage you to buy it and read it. It's fantastic, and
It's really good.
I can't even describe it without giving too much away. But what it comes down to is this: the second chapter is pretty bad, and if that turns your stomach, don't read any further because it only gets worse from there.
Well, I would say, much like the podcast, you can download and not listen.
Right.
You can buy Rob's book and then not read it.
Absolutely.
It all counts the same.
It all counts the same. Trying to get on that New York Times bestseller.
Well, what Rob really wants is he wants you to read it just so that you walk up to him and tell him about it.
How horrible it is.
Or no, just be like, "Oh, I read Foe and it was so good." Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, "Oh, come keep telling me more."
I do love that.
Sorry, my hat's not fitting anymore. My head's getting so big.
There's got to be some kind of reasoning behind that. I don't know. I feel like
we'll probably get into it at some point.
Probably, yes. But otherwise, this week, the other big thing that happened this week, I feel like my mic is moving. Did I not lock this down?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think I didn't lock it down. Anyway, so what happened this week?
David Letterman had his last show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never really watched Letterman with all that much regularity. I feel that I just in general I didn't watch late night talk shows that much, and still haven't really.
Well, and I think that Letterman was. I can say that I didn't like Jay Leno. I wasn't a fan of Leno.
Yeah, I didn't like Leno.
So when I was 12, I would sneak down. I would sneak back up. You never came to Felsberg House. I think we moved before you ever came down there.
I feel like I was there.
The one with the pool in the background?
Yeah.
Okay,
it was near the graveyard?
No, that was the other one. That was the Greensboro House.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so
I think that was the first one that I went to.
Maybe. That would be about the right time. Because they moved. No, because you didn't come back. They moved while I was away for my freshman year of college. They moved.
Oh, okay. So it would have been...
Yeah, then I was like, so I'm coming home for Thanksgiving. And they were like, oh, by the way, let's give you a new address. Like, you guys moved? Yeah, we sold the house. We moved. Thanks for the heads up. All right, that's great.
We'll get you a new key
Meanwhile,
eventually.
The secret panel that's in the closet of that bedroom has
dead bodies.
No, has probably a very, very nice bottle of scotch in it now because it was young and cheap then, but it's been aged 15 years now. had some pornography from 2002, maybe. I don't know, but
that's when the bush was excellent. That was.
I think we were still in the non so bushy stage at that point.
Yeah, maybe just like a
90s.
landing strip thing.
Yeah,
like
late,
that's the
late 90s. So.
The boon of the landing strip.
Exactly. Yeah. So whoever's in that house now, go into the back bedroom and then reach up into the closet on the left-hand side and press right above the door frame, and you'll feel it push. You can just push that piece out of the way, and there's a nice little secret cabinet up there.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a time capsule. So when I become super famous and they go to that house and they renovate it to make it look just like when I grew up,
or when
they'll find
if
it
you
out.
go go on hard times,
yeah,
you can just like knock on the door and be like, "Can I come in your house?
I need to get something I left here.
I left something in your house." You're just like a homeless drifter with like a huge beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be fair, I also think there's money up there. I want to say that was my secret cigarette and money spot too. So there's
totally
a really,
back.
there's like
upwards,
a really old pack of cigarettes and like $35. That was my life savings.
Upwards of $13.50 are in that
exactly
crawl
right.
space.
But anyway, so I would sneak. The TV was in the living room. I couldn't have a TV in my room. So my house was shaped like an L, and the living room was where the L met, and then my room was on one side, my parents' was on the other. And I would sneak out and turn the volume way down low and sit right up next to the TV, probably why I need glasses now, and watch David Letterman.
Yeah.
Because I hated Jay Leno, and that was the only other thing to watch.
Well, I mean, I feel like this is there's nobody who ever like in the age of the internet I can get instant access on anybody I want,
right.
So I don't really need to watch a talk show.
Mm-hmm.
But like back in the day, you didn't get that,
right?
Like back in my talk show heyday, so I would just watch whoever had a guest. But
I got to say that the
like
comedians,
Muggsy Bogues would be on Jay Leno
right.
every once in a while, and I was a huge Muggsy fan, so I'd watch Jay Leno when he was on. But then Letterman was great too.
Letterman did the comics more than Jay Leno did. He didn't like to be upstaged by any comics.
Yeah.
So Letterman did comics, and I remember distinctly seeing people who are famous now who were like doing 5 minutes at the end of Letterman.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was good for that.
I feel like Letterman never really got the I mean, the people in the industry definitely got him.
Yeah.
But I feel like the common viewer didn't really get how good he was.
And I got to keep in my head that a lot of what I think I know about Letterman, I actually learned from that movie.
The Late Show.
Yeah, The Late Show.
Yeah, I just watched it the other night because I was just like, when am I ever going to watch this again now?
Right, but yeah, it's got that thing where you get false memories. Where like, I feel like I remember this thing, but I saw pictures and heard my parents tell the story.
But
same thing.
So when me and Rachel went to see Pitch Perfect 2 last night, and John Lee Huggins is on the Aka podcast.
Yes, yeah. I do love how they went to podcast now.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Gotta love it.
But he was like just the first face you see, and I was just like, that's Letterman. Rachel's like, what?
Yeah, but he did an excellent job as Letterman.
Show.
Yeah.
He nailed it. He's good. Absolutely. He's really good.
Did you enjoy Pitch Perfect, by the way?
Yeah.
Are you with me with it was about 20 minutes too long?
Yeah.
It wrapped up, and then they continued to go on, and I don't know why.
Well, here's I think they were trying to go along with the same jokes that brought them to the dance in the first one.
Right.
And it still worked.
And that's okay. I'm okay with that.
It obviously wasn't as good as the first, but hardly anything is.
And the problem, though, is the first was so new. Yeah. It was like there was actually an a cappella thing going on then, and I was like, this is a thing? But it was.
It was very enjoyable. I don't think the grand moment at the end. Yeah. I don't want to ruin the end, but I don't think it was like. Yeah. It's not like in other like sports movies are great for this. Like the bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, 2 outs, and the pitch, and then you see the ball like going. It's just like it's going, God, it's at it, and you see the guy like running the bases and like pumping his fist and shit like that. Like those always get me, but like in a singing competition movie, I'm just like, eh.
And I thought, in my humble opinion, the other team did win. Unfortunately, like they brought
the team from Germany.
Yeah, the team from Germany absolutely won. So
stupid Germans.
Goddamn, that sound machine. By the way,
why do you have to be so fucking efficient?
Your skin smells like cinnamon. But that doesn't mean that I like you. You're a perfect physical specimen, and I don't know what I'm trying to say to you right now.
Though I would say this, if I had any real critique of it, do you feel like the people who were writing and directing it were just like walking up to Anna Kendrick after every take and just going like, "Can you do it more Anna Kendrick-y?"
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like you're not really playing a character anymore. You're just Anna Kendrick. But people like Anna Kendrick, so let's just put Anna Kendrick out there.
I love her. I love her in general, but she was playing like that awkward girl that she pretends to be in real life.
Yeah,
and I love it.
Yeah,
I love her as that. That's great. And Rebel Wilson, who turns out is 39 or whatever she is now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, she's 35, but she lied about where she was from and what her age was. And I love that they turned it around and said, why did Rebel Wilson feel the need to lie? Mm-hmm. Because Hollywood has these ridiculous rules.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not that she's not funny, because obviously we can agree she's a great actress and a great comedian, but she felt the need to lie to get into that first role.
Yeah.
So that says something bad about Hollywood. Speaking of bad things about Hollywood,
yeah,
Letterman show.
Now that I'm thinking of it, hold on, real quick. Now that I'm thinking about it, she kind of has like a Delman Young thing about her, where I have no idea how old she is. Like, if you didn't tell me, like, I would just start throwing out random. Like, I would just be like, I don't know, 27, and you'd be like, up, and I'd be like, oh,
47.
Okay. Yeah, is she 50? Down.
Ooh, down.
All right. I'm somewhere in between. God damn it. Where could it possibly be?
Yeah.
Yeah. But now we just need a split screen of Rebel Wilson and Delman Young.
I'll work on
Nobody
that.
Nobody ever made that comparison before.
I have off Monday, so I'll have some time to play around with it. Yeah. But you watched the Letterman show.
Yeah.
I was honestly disappointed about it.
I wasn't.
It was just a montage. Why didn't we just do a whole montage and then call it a night? That was it.
There wasn't, and part of the reason why Dave talked about retiring now is because he's not somebody of this age. He's not the type who's going to make like a viral video like Fallon does or something like that.
And I noticed that Fallon has been killing it.
Yeah.
And we have to give respect to Jimmy Kimmel, because he was the first one to come through and say, I'm going to change how we do this format.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Jimmy Fallon was like, oh, now I will go do late night because this makes sense to me.
Right.
He does so much with like social media and stuff too, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah,
like,
no.
He does
his
Twitter
show
and like just
his show is all about viral videos, and it's the next day. I don't have to watch Jimmy Fallon, because on Facebook the next day I'm going to find all the best parts of the show. Yeah. Anyway, but Dave, hold her up there. Be closer.
Sorry, guys.
But the thing about Dave is he's the last of the greats.
Right.
Oh God! Now,
well, you know what?
I almost called him Jimmy Carter. It's not Jimmy Carter.
Dave was,
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson was the first, and then Leno and Letterman and all that.
But you know what? Dave was always kind of more of like the punk. He was the punk rock. He was the punk rock to Johnny Carson's rock. Oh,
that was just my water.
Okay, good.
It's closed.
Oh,
I'm getting a little too drunk, so I have to.
He was always kind of the punk rock comedian.
Right.
And, it worked for him.
And I got to say,
I just don't feel like everyone appreciates that as much as...
We were watching Entourage, which I hear you're watching too. So that's
we're catching
up for the movie. And Bob Saget's on there. And I feel like Letterman is like Saget. His comedy was super dirty.
Yeah.
So
and then he cleaned... not Saget, Letterman. Well, both of them.
Yeah.
But he cleaned it up for TV. But he did keep that, like, edginess.
Yeah.
That then I think Jimmy Kimmel was like, we're going to take that and we're going to do something. I'm going to do the Man Show at late night, and kind of took that and ran with it. So
I will say this: nothing. It's not about Letterman, but it's. Right. I stuck around for like the first 5 minutes of James Corden afterwards, because I was just like,
me too.
Well, I'm up and it's on, so I might as well see what this is all about.
Right.
But I don't really get it. I don't think he's really that funny or interesting.
James Corden had the great opportunity of saying, I am following what was supposed to be the most watched show. It turns out Leno's did better ratings. But why would you spend the first 5 minutes doing a thank you Dave thing? Do that at the end of the show. You have 5 minutes to nail it on something you do.
You know what? You can do... I feel like you can just knock out a thank you Dave and then just like move... Just get the cheap pop.
The sign when he walked out said, thanks, Dave. Good. Yeah. Hit it and then come out with some comedy so you can keep me around.
Right. So I know what this is about. And, like, maybe if I like you, then I'll stick around. But he didn't really, like...
The thing with Sting was kind of funny. And
I didn't really...
But then he had 5 minutes to keep me in, and I went to bed.
Yeah.
Eventually, I was just like, okay, this is whatever, and I went to bed.
Yeah, I think I just put on something on Netflix or something.
Did you ever watch Craig Kilborn, who used to have that show?
If I did, it was just sort of in and out.
Drew Carey show, right?
Yes, he was the boss from the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
We had the skeleton guy.
Who?
That was like the skeleton was like his sidekick.
On the show?
Yeah.
I don't think he was always there, but yeah, he did do a bit with the skeleton, which I'm pretty sure he stole from the puppet guy. Do you know what I'm talking about? The comedian with the puppets?
Yes. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but I think he stole most of that skeleton bit from the comedian who...
The ventriloquist.
Guy. Yeah. Anyway, so you liked it. I was just like, they did 4
I thought it was fine. I don't think there's any way you really win or lose with that.
I did like the little behind the scenes. This is what Dave's day is like.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that because you would never know that he rolls in at 10 a.m.
I like the top 10.
The top 10 was good too,
with all the celebrities.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus with this is the
Seinfeld dig.
This is the second saddest finale I've ever been.
Disappointing series finale.
Yeah. So I mean that was
Jerry
good too.
played it off pretty well too. Jerry's not really a great actor, but
he's like, what?
He totally pulled off the what the fuck?
Come on,
what the fuck, Julie?
By the way, of everyone on that stage, she's the only working actress now. Think about everybody who came out there.
Not only that, but speaking of Delman Young syndrome, how old is she?
Did you
way older than she looks?
Yes. Did you see the Amy Schumer bit about her the last day she was fuckable?
No, I heard about it though.
You should put that in the show notes. Amy Schumer is hilarious, and I don't know if she has a show or if she's just using viral media and trying to do it online.
She has a show, yeah.
So I'm sure the show is hilarious. What?
Inside Amy Schumer.
I like it. She was the one who got pussy put on TV now.
Oh, really?
Because she said there is no reason why I can refer to a cat and it work, and you can talk about a dick as long as the person isn't a dick. I can talk about the dick. Why can't I say pussy on TV?
It sounds a lot like the bit from Studio 60, where it's just so the only time you can say Jesus Christ is when you're talking about Jesus Christ, and then he becomes the standards and practices.
Yes, that's basically it. So she got Comedy Central to change their S&P. And let her go do it.
That's really sad that Studio 60 never got watched, because that bit was
okay. Can we also put that in the show notes? Go buy and watch Studio 60, please. You'll figure out how Cory and my partnership works. Yeah. That's how it is.
I'm the Matt Albee. He's the Danny Tripp.
Yes. Have you? We're wandering though. Have you?
EP's Timothy Busfield.
Kind of though. That kind of works.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the show, so you have no idea what he means.
Isn't that the show with Matthew Perry in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You had to watch it at your house before.
I had to watch it at your show before.
It's probably one of those things everybody who knows me knows that I'm just sort of like a frantic I just run around and I'm just like, oh, have you seen this before? Let me put it on.
Right. Have you seen his new Odd Couple?
No.
So
I do like Tom Lennon though.
Yes, and he's good on TV in a different role. Like in Reno 911, he was playing a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Which is also good. I do find that entertaining. But so I thought I'm doing the 2 sitcoms. I'm writing the 2 sitcoms, although I've taken a break because the CFO has told me to get my shit together. But I was like, this is getting really...
The money man has gotten your face about.
I was like, this is getting really sitcom-y. Like, it's a little over the top. And then I watched The Odd Couple, and I'm like, apparently that still sells on TV. They got picked up, so the jokes are really obvious. The jokes are really obvious, but apparently that's okay. Like, that's still working.
It works, but it works in kind of a weird way. Like, Paul Blart Mall Cop made money.
Yeah.
Like, it made up its budget.
0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I feel like I watched the first trailer on TV and I was just like, oh my God, this looks fucking awful.
Yeah.
And then I saw all the reviews and I was just like, oh man, it is awful. And then all of a sudden, I looked at the box office and I'm like, how the fuck did that make $25 million its opening weekend? Seriously?
Made its budget back.
I'll make a movie that I literally bleed for.
Right.
I might as well just be dead on the ground of the editing suite after it's done and they bring it to a theater.
Yes.
And 4 people watch it.
Right. But no,
whatever.
But Paul Blart Mall Cop made back its budget, which means, you know what that means, by the way.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 3.
It's on its way. All you have to do is make back your budget and a small profit, and they'll pump it back. Because Kevin James gets people in the seats. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's all about him.
But did you hear people's reviews of it? Real people Like going like, it was a lot of fun. I had fun taking my family to see Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. And it's just like, oh my God, these idiots. That's because so many people in America are idiots.
Idiocracy, man.
Except for everybody who listens to this show. You're the wise ones.
You were the smart ones, obviously. Above and beyond. And if you saw Paul Blart, no judgments about you seeing that. I hope you walked out of that thinking, what did I spend my money on?
I see lots of bad movies.
That's true.
Oh, hi, Rob.
With my dad, though.
Oh, hi, Colette.
Yes.
You're tearing me apart,
shit, that scared the shit out of me. Welcome! Woo! So my sister has joined us.
Sarah's here.
Sarah is here and being greeted.
The audience grows.
Okay, so now that
and now that they're being loud while we're recording
can we
a
settle
podcast.
down? Can we settle down? We're on mic right now.
Everyone.
That's Sarah. All right, so I'm glad that Sarah is here because now we can address the real reason. I know I brought Stephanie in because I told Cory that we were going to do some tests, but here's the real reason.
Is this an intervention?
I care about you very much, and I feel like that we need to address some problems. So go ahead.
Yeah. And like Rob said, he brought me here today to help. You know, all these people here really care about you, and I'm glad that Sarah's here now because we're waiting for her to get started.
Right.
I just want you to know that, you know, everyone's really worried about you, and you're in a safe place right now.
Can you hold that thought? I need to get my heroin. Can somebody give me my heroin, please? No, I'm not really joking. I'm not joking. Give me my fucking heroin.
You gotta listen to Rob's letter now, okay?
All right, so the real reason we have
is that ever the reaction? I've never been to
an
intervention.
No, it totally is. It's usually awkward sitting. It's like, no, please stay. These people love you and they want to talk to you.
You're in a safe place.
Yeah. Feel free to grab a chair, whatever, Sarah. Sorry, I didn't think about that in advance. You can sit on EP's lap if you want.
That's what you're looking for.
Yes, that is. Thank God we're not on video.
That's after the show.
All right, so we have a special treat for you guys this week. We are
don't smoke any of the Newports.
No,
by the way, is there
the special treat?
Is there a pack of cigarettes that gets searched faster than a pack of Newports? Honestly, really? That's the one you don't want.
Yeah.
So our special treat.
Something's up. You're a degenerate.
Yes. I don't thug. Anyway, so I don't want to. I
might as well just call it.
By the way, next week I do want to talk about how the biker gangs have not been called thugs once. That's for another day.
Or we could talk about how Baltimore is over 100 murders and it's May, and the last time it happened in July last year.
Anyway, so
there were eight shootings last night.
Power to the people. The city that bleeds. All right, so I am not going to describe what we're doing because I have to be very careful, apparently, and I'm going to let Stephanie give us a disclaimer. So you have your disclaimer ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Make sure you speak directly into the mic.
Real quick, before we go into the disclaimer, should we set up what we're doing?
No, because I don't want to misdescribe it. She's going to describe what it is we're doing. You can introduce yourself. That's fine.
Yeah, well, Steph, please inform. Because we.
Okay, so I am a therapist as my job.
Right.
And you psychiatrist?
I'm not a psychiatrist. I am actually a social worker, but I have my master's in social work, and I got licensed, and I had a mental health concentration. About to go for my new licensure here really soon.
And you typically work with children, which makes this completely applicable.
I do work with
right.
children normally. I work in the schools as a therapist.
We have the combined mental age of a 12-year-old.
Right, so we're fine, yeah.
And, but I mean, I have worked with adults. I've worked with a lot of adults, but mostly I do work with kids.
Okay.
And I don't know how Rob convinced me to come on today.
I am that awesome.
I just wanted to be a buzzer girl from Cinco de Drinko, really. But he was like, yes, you shall be on. And he told me he'd take me to the Orioles game. So
there we go.
That's why I'm here. And I also think he might think that I'm his therapist, which I'm not.
Not my therapist.
I'm not Rob's therapist. And I'm not Cory's either.
Right.
Okay. And we're going to be doing some different screenings and fun tests today. And the guys are going to be making a lot of jokes.
Yes.
We're not going to take this seriously at all.
But
and I wrote this and everything. Mental health isn't a joke. the questionnaires that we're going to do aren't diagnostic ones. You can actually find them right online, everyone that's listening. Mm-hmm. The guys just want to include them today for conversation purposes. It doesn't mean that you guys have any of these disorders or anyone that's listening. If you relate to any, it doesn't mean you have them. But if you do have any concerns about what we talk about or others, please contact a mental health professional. A professor of mine used to say there are two people in this world, people that go to counseling and people that need to go to counseling. So there's help out there, and everyone needs someone to talk to.
Good?
Yes.
Now that we got that out of the way.
I had to say that, Rob.
Now that we got
the only reason why.
Now that we got that out of the way, dicks.
So, and I told her the disclaimer was
been a while
fine.
since we've broken the tension.
Occasionally, we have to give our own disclaimer. So that's for everyone out there. Mental health is a very serious thing, and we are going to make light of it today. I am actually crazy. Cory is not.
Not diagnosing.
In her own way. We're not. Yeah. So we're making light of it, but certainly mental health is nothing to be made light of. And if you relate to anything that you hear here, or even if this conversation just sparks your interest, please contact a mental health professional near you.
I would say that I wouldn't say that it's not about making light of craziness. It's about making light of us, and we're so aware of our situation.
And that's the thing, is that we are going to cover topics today we've covered before. Just
like me and many other fat people who are very aware of their fatness and therefore make jokes about it. It's just like, I ain't going up all those stairs, and everybody laughs, you know? It's like I'm making fun of the things that are wrong with me.
Right, and I'm hoping to inspire Cory to go get some mental health care, so that's really what it's about. Lord knows I'm beyond help. I'm just trying to help you.
ain't nobody gonna tame me.
All right, so what's up first?
All right, guys.
Speak directly into the microphone.
So, I'm sorry about that. I'm working on that. So, I would usually say that anything we say here stays between us, but
it does not.
It does not. It stays
just us and the internet,
us and the listeners and the internet.
Just for your coverage purposes, let's say I am completely waiving any ability I have to keep this.
Cory, you do that too.
I am consenting to having this being sent out on the internet.
Rob, will you be my lawyer if I don't?
No.
All right, well then fine. I waive those rights of consent as well.
And when you do seek mental health care, know that it's not going to be put out on the internet. It's always confidential. We are waiving that right to confidentiality now to share how crazy we are with both of you.
So proud
all
of you, Rob.
All of you.
Very responsible of you.
I'm good at this job. Come on, I'm a good lawyer, despite what people think.
Both of you.
Yeah.
I like how you sum our audience down to two people.
Well, other than the people sitting in this room, really.
Just like the two people in a room listening to their computer sitting Indian style on the floor. It's like, they acknowledged us.
Yes, absolutely. This is for you. All right, anyway. So what are we doing today?
All right, guys.
This is for you, Randy and Mandy.
So like I said, we're going to do some screenings that you guys were interested in doing.
Right.
But I thought just to kind of get you guys warmed up, kind of like in sports, you got to stretch
into the mic.
Stretch.
Sorry.
There you go.
Into the mic. So we're going to do a little mental warm-up, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to play a little word association, okay? Just to kind of get you guys thinking. No right or wrong answers. Okay. Just the first thing comes to your mind. Okay, Rob, you want to go first?
Sure. I thought we would just go.
Wait, are both of you gonna?
Yeah, well, let's just both do it.
Oh wow.
Do you have two lists?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm going first. Go.
You want to go first?
Yes.
Okay. So and just shoot. Okay.
All right. This is going to be a lot of perverted stuff, though.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No right or wrong.
Doggy
okay?
bunch.
This is it. You're in the tree of trust. Okay.
We're in the tree of trust now. Okay. Sure.
And
yeah.
the internet.
Yeah.
Now I need a picture of Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Circle of Trust, Fokker.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Mm-hmm. Ready, set, go. Water.
Boat.
Home.
Bridge.
Come on.
Federalsburg.
Dog.
Cat.
Film.
Movie.
Cory.
I looked at you and puppy
Friend.
dog eyes.
He did. He called my friend.
He means that.
Yeah, sure.
Denton.
Ugh.
Is that a word?
Is that a word? It's a sound.
We can go with that.
Sound effect.
Lawyer.
Me.
Therapist.
You.
Baseball.
Orioles.
Beach.
Ocean City.
Blue.
Water.
Movie.
Film.
Feelings.
Ugh.
I knew you were going to say that. College.
Hofstra.
Beer.
Ugh.
Netflix.
Fun.
Awesome.
The word is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
Lego.
Holiday.
Christmas.
Food.
Pizza.
TV.
Netflix?
Just getting your mind.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, just seeing where you stand.
I hate these things because I never get a first thing in my head. First thing in my head is like pussy. Not
that
appropriate.
Would show a lot.
Not appropriate.
I was talking about Anna Kendrick tweets, and I just like remember like the one she had where it was just like, is it so wrong that like I'm worried that I'm just going to blurt out I masturbate whenever people are asking what I do, what I think about all day?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, everything's about sex, and so word association doesn't work well for me. And the Rorschach test, it's always somebody fucking. I actually have I have the pervert test picture that we can go over when we're done here.
Cool.
Yeah, you're just putting everything up.
That's all allowed to on the internet. It's a secret. It's just between us 3, 6, and the internet.
That's the internet.
I feel safe.
Go.
The internet's never taken anything out of proportion.
All right, Cory, you ready?
Yep.
Just shoot, okay? Ready?
Okay.
Okay. Orioles.
Love it.
Vacation.
Never happens.
Rob.
Great guy.
Denton.
Fun.
Home.
Baltimore.
Dreams.
Film.
Should we go next one?
I thought I just had an echo there.
Echo. It's like, no, sorry, dreams.
Passion.
Cat.
Terrible.
Movies.
Oasis.
Food.
Too much.
Work.
Mind numbing.
Sport.
Competition.
Relax.
Marijuana.
Is it wrong that I have trouble figuring out a word to come up with? Relax.
Yeah.
It says, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Sleep.
College.
Short-lived.
Awesome. That's
a word. Awesome.
Oh, awesome. Legos.
I'm just looking for what
Did you say Legos?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Everything is awesome.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Nice. Holiday.
Christmas.
Therapist.
Yeah. No offense. What's that?
TV.
The Wire.
Feelings.
Misguided.
I know. Lawyer.
Necessary evil.
This was fun, right?
Yeah, sure.
You guys going? All right.
Directly in the mic.
Directly in the mic.
There we go. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. All right. So the first one you guys wanted to talk about was narcissistic symptoms.
Get into my wheelhouse. Here we go.
I.e. the Rob round.
Yes, exactly.
So both of you guys are actually going to do these. Okay.
Yeah, now are you going to keep track? Are you going to keep the the list? Okay, good. Because this is a scoring test, if I'm right. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, how am I going to do this?
Because I don't have the world's greatest short-term memory.
Yeah,
so
no,
therefore,
I don't either.
Oh, yeah.
If it goes beyond 10, I'm going to be in problems.
Oh, yeah, no, we got it. And actually, it's on my computer, so it'll go. We'll just go.
Perfect. All right, let's do it.
All right. So as you know, narcissistic is
in the mic.
Self-love. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was well aware of it.
Yeah. Here, do this. You put these on. Okay, so I don't think I need them, but you're going to have trouble. All right. Am I still good?
Yeah.
I'm in position. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You got it?
Yes.
That'll help you hear yourself. So.
All right. So, you guys ready to get rolling?
We're ready.
Yeah.
All right. So, Rob, do you want to go first? Or
Are
we
we
can do both?
Yeah, let's just do both at the same time.
Okay. So.
Since this is Rob's wheelhouse, though, you can start and I'll go.
Right, we'll just go back and forth?
Yeah.
Sure. Wait, what?
Nothing.
Uh-huh. Do you need a pen?
I have a pen. And actually, it's like right on my computer, so I can just click.
Oh, good. Okay.
So I brought this thing.
I didn't need that.
And remember that it's not diagnostic by any means. Just looking for symptoms.
Oh, God, that's strong.
I
Damn.
filled it to your fill line. You
Woo.
told me when, and I filled it up.
Woo. That's a strong drink.
Did you?
How I
Did you-
analyze this?
Did you mix?
That's a man for you. The first thing I'm just saying.
Did you mix? Did you mix it with a silver spoon?
Liquor was in first.
Make him a beverage.
No.
You told me how much you wanted, and you saw that. You told me how much you wanted.
Anyway.
Too much.
Rob knows when you don't flip the bottle behind your back and catch it.
I do know that. Yes. Yeah, it's a little loud, but it's okay.
I'm lacking my flair. I'm sorry.
All right.
Listen, as you know, we need 26 pieces of flair. Otherwise, you're out of uniform.
Oh, Mike Judge. You're my favorite.
He's a genius. Anyway. All
Everybody,
right, go ahead.
Are you
real
guys
quick.
ready? Oh,
Sorry, we're...
Sidebar.
Yes.
Everybody go see last week's episode of Silicon Valley.
Absolutely.
I
I finally watched it. It was
I nearly died.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so first off, Rob, you're 31, right?
I am 31.
All right, Cory?
God, that hurts.
31.
31?
Yes.
Alrighty.
I know.
31.
That's the part I didn't want on the internet.
Whoops. All your skeletons.
Skeletons are
That's
coming
the
up.
part I didn't want to be open about.
And here's where Cory breaks down and admits a Josh Duggar incident from his youth.
Come on, too soon.
Oh, too soon? Is that too soon?
Too soon.
It's all right.
It was too funny not to say. It was too funny not to go.
It's all right. I have Mike Huckabee on my side. Did you read that?
I did, yes.
What a horribly ill-advised move.
By the way, gays can't raise kids, obviously,
Yeah.
but Mike Huckabee, totally cool. Totally fine.
It's the
get back on the street.
Yeah,
we're getting back on. Let's go. You got to control the situation better. You're used to dealing with children.
Observing.
Come on.
I'm just observing.
Yeah. All right.
She's looking for signs.
Let's go.
Give a third
All right.
sign.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So in these tests, I'm going to give you two statements. And you say which one is more like you. Okay. So A is I have a natural talent for influencing people. B, I am not good at influencing people.
A.
Okay, both are A.
No comments from the peanut gallery.
All right, number 2. Modesty doesn't become me. I am essentially a modest person.
A.
B.
B.
By the way, you guys will know if I exaggerate or lie because everyone in the back will be like, "What?" Crazy. Anyway.
I only picked B because there wasn't a C that was just like, I hate everything about my life.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I would do almost anything on a dare. I tend to be a fairly cautious person.
B.
A.
Okay, so Rob is B and Cory is A.
The word almost was important there, though.
Yes.
All right. Number 4. When people compliment me, I sometimes get embarrassed. I know that I am good because everybody keeps telling me so.
B.
A.
Okay.
I'm embarrassed by that answer because the cackle that just came from the peanut gallery.
You are weird about compliments.
I'm weird about compliments, but I do know that everybody thinks I'm awesome. Just because everybody thinks I'm awesome, but still.
I just don't know what to say to people when they compliment me.
So you said B, or did you say A?
A.
But he's like,
You said
Yeah.
Oh, you sometimes get embarrassed?
Yeah.
Play modest, but inside you're like, I fucking know.
That's why.
You know that's more
And
socially acceptable.
I answered B because of that. Because although I may fake modesty in person, I actually think B. So
You actually think I'm good because everybody keeps telling me so?
yeah.
Okay. And then, Cory, you said when people compliment me, I sometimes get embarrassed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think you're sweet.
I don't believe I'm good
No,
because other people tell me. I'm just it doesn't work on me.
I feign A, but in reality, that's what they were. The point was I pretend that I'm modest, but I really know it.
You're just like, no, really.
Yeah.
You're not modest.
I can be. Shut up. Anyway,
All right,
next
ready?
question.
Sis, what do you think?
No sis. What do you
I've
think?
already put my 2 cents
Yeah.
in there. You're just doing
She agreed. Wait.
acceptable.
B, yes, is true.
yeah.
Yes. So there you go. Okay.
Okay.
Confirmation.
Number 5. The thought of ruling the world frightens the hell out of me. B, if I ruled the world, it would be a better place.
A. So A. I'm just kidding. B.
It would be a better place?
Absolutely, it would.
Cory, what do you think? No right or wrong. No right or wrong.
I want to say B, but it's so much fucking responsibility, and I already have a full plate.
A is the answer for Cory.
So a little frightened by
Yes.
the responsibility?
Yes.
Okay.
But I do it. I mean, if elected to do so.
Listen,
Do you
18
want
months.
to say B?
No, he wants to say A because that's true.
Let him have his picture,
Rule
dude.
the world.
I'm just saying, if you put me in charge for 18 months,
About you and your opinion.
18 months, I would change the whole fucking
See, I
world.
feel like I'm 60-40 B.
Okay, so in that situation, it says that hold please.
Good
You
thing
should
this
just
is.
go with like whatever.
What's
you
a
know,
60?
feels right.
B.
Okay, so
And
there you
you're
go.
B?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, so you said B then.
I'm gonna
so
put a
we're
cap on.
changing
This
that.
is scaring me.
Oh yeah, do that.
Go ahead.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
All right. Number 6, gentlemen. I can usually talk my way out of anything. I try to accept the consequences of my behavior.
A.
Sarah's joking on it.
I'm gonna go with A.
Okay. So you're going to say A? And
Yes.
then, Cory, did you say A?
A as well.
Okay. All right. There's a lot of giggles. From
Gallery.
Yeah. I prefer to blend in with the crowd. I like to be the center of attention.
Do you really need to finish the survey?
Yes.
For Rob? I think we all know me.
We're seeing how high I score. B would be me. B.
You like to be the center of attention?
Yes.
I never knew that about you.
I'm trying to decide where I stand here.
Dude, you're obviously A.
Do you like to blend in, or would you rather be?
Because
like,
let me use an
No,
example.
I mean, like, I really like to hold court,
Right.
but I don't like to like be the one who like pops in a room and be like, "Hey, everybody, look at me."
So then it would be
But
A.
like,
then.
I really like to have like 5 people around me, and I'm like leading the conversation.
now?
Let me use
exactly.
Let me use a good example. When we went to see Maddie at the show,
Yeah.
right? You wanted to
A.
blend
Yeah,
into the
just do A,
side,
yeah.
and what did I do? I went
wanted
up to talk to her.
Yeah.
I went to talk to the manager. I went to talk to the other people. Everybody. That's what I do.
Alrighty.
You wanted me to chase her down the street.
I wanted you to, and you didn't. But I already. Anyway, he's A, I'm B.
Okay. I will be a success. I am not too concerned about success.
A.
A.
Okay. Alrighty.
Can we answer, please, Peanut Gallery?
I just have my thoughts.
Alright.
Keep them to yourself.
Don't give me no lies and keep your hands to yourself.
Number 9. I am no better or worse than most people. I think I am a special person.
B.
You think you're special, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cory?
I'm a little concerned because these questions are kind of vague and open ended.
That's the whole point. It's what's your reaction? That's why we did the word association.
I would say B because I think I am special.
I think you're
but
special.
I don't think I'm like.
Are you special in that like Sylvia Plath, Buddha, we're all special kind of way? Or
No. I mean, like I think I'm better than some people.
So there you go, B.
But like,
Right?
I don't-
Was that B? Yeah, B.
yeah, all right, that's fine.
Just saying.
Alright, ready?
I mean, like I don't think I'm like Wolverine or something like that. I just wanted to put that out there.
You don't have adamantium claws?
No, I don't.
Okay.
My bones aren't made of a super strong metal.
Right.
Number 10. I am not sure if I would make a good leader.
Nah.
I see myself as a good leader.
B.
B.
Both B? Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. Both B. Giggles. I'm ready. Moving on. I am assertive. I wish I were more assertive.
A.
I feel like the pausing makes it B.
Yes. That was
I didn't immediately answer that.
Corey's let me write 10,000 words and delete 9,500 of them makes it all a B for me. Well, I'm just nothing against it, but that's just how it is. That's how it works.
No.
I free write everything, and I'm like, good enough, got it, go ahead.
Got it
And
the
then you
first
send it
time.
to other people
First
to
take.
fix.
First take, Rob. What?
I like to have authority over other people. I don't mind following orders.
A.
Okay.
I'm a little bit nervous of how many answers we've answered.
Yes.
The same.
See? You're finding things out about yourself.
Yeah, there's. Alright, guys. Sorry, I'm
We're
going
two alike.
Scare me there.
That's gonna be the big reveal at the end. It's just like you and Cory are exactly the same. Be like, no,
We already know we're soulmates.
I don't want to be like him.
Soulmates.
We already know we're soulmates.
Soulmates.
No, we are non-homosexual life partners.
Yeah.
Just like Jay and Silent Bob, and I'm Jay and he's Silent Bob.
Good, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Happy for you guys.
because I'm fat.
No, because you're the film genius, and I'm the one who puts on a show.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Later on at the pub, Rob's just gonna yell at girls as they pass by. He's gonna be like, "Hey, yo, baby, you ever had your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat?"
If you put on an overcoat, I will totally do that.
And I'm just gonna smoke and be like, "Ugh."
All right, next question.
Put my shit on blast.
All right. I find it easy to manipulate people. I don't like it when I find myself manipulating people.
I'm gonna go with B. I think B is perfect. No, totally A. So
You find it easy?
A
Yeah.
for me, yeah.
Cory.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay.
Because I'm listening. Hold on. No, I need some syntax here.
Okay.
No syntax. It's what do you feel?
Well, no, I need to. The verbiage is important to me.
Okay. So I find it easy to manipulate people. I don't like it when I find myself manipulating people.
Both are true. I'm just gonna go with A.
I'm going with A. I appreciate how serious you're taking it.
Yeah, he's taking it very seriously.
I like it.
I mean, I know I can do it. I just prefer not to.
I take this seriously. It's just easy for me to answer. Yes, I like manipulating people. Yes, I would be an awesome leader. Sorry.
Please elect Rob for benevolent dictator.
I insist upon getting the respect that is due me. I usually get the respect that I deserve.
A.
Okay, so you're A.
See, I'm surprised with that one.
I demand respect.
Yeah, but you also feel like you already get the respect that you should get.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, my whole point is that I will say shit like, do you know who I am? So see, I feel like that's leaning A. Am I right about that? That's the kind of answer, right?
I don't feel like either one of those really attribute.
Cory's so dramatic. Oh my
god. Well, no, I'm serious. Like I feel like
You want like another answer?
Yeah, is there like a C? Like
not really.
C is use a bitch.
No.
C.
I don't know. B.
B. This one won't make or break. One question.
Yeah.
There is no right answer or wrong answer.
My voice sounds like jerk.
It's like those BuzzFeed quiz you take, and then one answer just influenced everything.
Right.
Where it's just like, would you rather live in a mountain or on a beach? And I'd be like, I guess I'd rather live on a beach. And it's like California. And I'd be like, oh well, I could have been in Colorado if I answered the mountain question right.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
This is like a BuzzFeed quiz. Go ahead.
All right, number 15. I don't particularly like to show off my body. I like to show off my body.
B.
A.
Oh, no, A. Yeah.
Both A? All right.
Both A.
Both A.
Rob doesn't like to show off 95% of his body.
I just put my dick out in public there. That happened.
It's 5%.
JK.
Sarah's face, too. Her neck snapped when she... Because this is seriously Sarah's reaction because she was looking away, and it's just I just like to whip my dick out.
That played really well on the audio podcast. I'm glad.
You nearly killed your sister with how...
All right, go ahead. Next question.
All right, number 16. I can read people like a book. People are sometimes hard to understand.
A.
You guys both answered right away on that one. Mm-hmm. All right.
Am I allowed to put in my 2 cents?
No. No.
All right, number 17.
Didn't we say something about the peanut gallery already?
Yes, peanut gallery.
Sir, if you want to contribute.
No. You're not doing group therapy here. Come on. Let's focus on what's important.
Right now,
no. Let's focus on what's important.
Just because focus on what's important, pointing to you.
Return to the Rob Show.
Yeah. And we'll be right back for the Rob Cheek Podcast.
the Anthem Podcast featuring Rob.
No, it's the Rob Cheek Podcast brought to you by the Anthem featuring Cory Baker. Anyway, go ahead.
With occasional insights from Cory.
Yes.
In
go
super
ahead.
small print.
Special guest star Cory.
If I feel competent, I'm willing to take responsibility for making decisions.
Competent or confident?
Competent.
Okay.
I'd like to take responsibility for making decisions.
B.
Okay, B. And B.
Is it raining?
It's raining, man.
That's exactly what I was thinking, too. I almost sang.
Maybe it's because we have the same, brain wavelength. Yeah.
It's what?
Does someone have a window air conditioner?
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what it is. Sorry. I'm hearing noises.
Oh, no. The AC's blowing on a plastic bag over here.
See, look at that. And they say my hearing's bad.
And it's going to start blowing up in the air, and we're going to have to make esoteric remarks about the bag.
Okay.
I'm totally that creepy guy. American Beauty, yes. Psycho? What? No, Beauty. That's what I meant, yes.
All right. I just want to be reasonably happy. I want to amount to something in the eyes of the world.
B.
B. What?
He's so shy about it.
Well, no, I'm not shy about it. I just no, because I was thinking about it realistically. Like, I do want to be reasonably happy, but I feel like if I don't like live out to the standards I have for myself, then people won't know me.
Right.
So I could be both, I guess.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
We got a lot of questions to get through.
We might have to
lightning around this towards the end. Go ahead.
Okay. My body is nothing special. I like to look at my body.
A.
Dad bod.
I'm all about that dad bod.
It's trending right now. I try not to be a show off. I will usually show off if I get the chance.
B.
A.
B.
It's always a chance to show off.
A. All right. 21. I always know what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm not sure of what I'm doing.
A.
So A was I always know what I'm doing?
Always.
A.
Okay. Let's see. Always know what I'm doing. Okay.
I'm painfully aware of what I'm doing.
I sometimes depend on people to get things done. I rarely depend on anyone else to get things done.
B.
B.
Ugh. Although I do depend on you.
Well, we work in
but
concert
I think
on
that's
this.
a codependent relationship more than anything else.
All right. Sometimes I tell good stories. Everybody likes to hear my stories.
B.
I hate the word everybody, because I'm sure there's somebody out there who doesn't like
everybody
my stories.
Loves my stories.
What are you thinking, Cory?
I mean, if it's
I'm the greatest storyteller ever.
If it was a large degree of people enjoy my stories, would I just go with B? I don't know.
No.
Say like in general.
Yeah.
If your sense isn't that everyone loves your stories, it should be the opposite of that.
Say sometimes I tell good stories.
Okay, yeah. A.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like everybody is like, there's got to be like one person who doesn't like me.
Everyone loves the stories I tell.
Is everyone obsessed with you? Like, are you obsessed with yourself?
A.
Yeah.
No, but
are the songs about you?
Yes, all the songs are about. But no, I have never had anybody who, like, even people who openly hate me will sit and listen to the story and be like, that was a good story.
They don't really say that.
No, they do. They hate that I like my story. Maybe to my face. I don't know.
God damn it! I don't like you, but I love that story.
Exactly right.
Shakes fist.
Yeah.
Okay,
this is the only way I express myself.
This is an audio podcast. Nobody saw any of that.
Nobody saw me shaking my fist at you.
Shaking a lot of fists. I expect.
Oh, Vin Diesel, Furious 7.
All right.
Yes, that's a different direction.
I expect a great deal from other people. I like to do things for other people.
Rob says no to both of those.
Yeah, is there an option C? A, I guess.
Expect a great deal.
Is there an option C for Rob, which is I enjoy Punisher comics?
Yes, that would be number C.
That'd be number 3.
The Joker is my new hero. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Can you run through those one more time? I'm sorry.
I expect a great deal from other people. I like to do things for other people.
B.
Okay. I will never be satisfied until I get all that I deserve. I take my satisfactions as they come.
A.
A.
You guys are doing great.
I love the subtle I feel like this is going to end with snack time and color, so I'm very excited.
You play your cards right. We'll see.
All I want is just a reassuring pat on the head.
I know, right?
We can do that. And we're all gonna say our strengths afterwards.
Oh God!
Like, just kidding. Compliments embarrass me. I like to be complimented.
A.
Okay.
What? Compliments embarrass you?
Yeah, they embarrass me.
Yeah, you're lying.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Okay, B. Apparently, B. Let's go with B.
Are you sure?
I take. See, I said I was going to answer honestly. They are calling me on it.
A.
Yeah, but they said they called me on it, so I'm going to go with B.
Okay.
Maybe that's a
You're kind
lie.
of weird about compliments sometimes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I have a strong. Oh, and Cory, you said okay. A. Okay, I want to just make sure I'm keeping it straight. I have a strong will to power. Wait a minute, I'm not reading that right. I have a strong will to power. Power for its own sake doesn't interest me.
A.
A.
Gotcha. I was like, I'm not reading that one right. All right.
If it was, do you have strong willpower? No.
Absolutely
B.
not.
Whatever B is.
All right, ready? I don't care about new fads and fashions. I like to start new fads and fashions. Hashtag.
A.
B.
Oh, wait. So, Rob, what'd you say?
B.
You like?
Yeah,
to
I'm
start
wearing
new fads?
bright ass red shorts. Anybody?
Did you make them happen?
Black, orange, and white shirt.
And I know it totally clashes. I haven't
did you
taken a
say
shower
A?
yet today.
Yeah, A.
And I'm wearing Sperry's.
I don't give a shit.
Here's the thing, though.
I'm wearing my Sperry's
No, because
today.
I will take on new fads, but the problem is when I wear Sperry's, that's not a big thing here. It's about me saying I'm going to take something and introduce it here, so it's totally different. But yeah, I start new fads. I want to start a new fad.
I don't care. Oh, wait. I already read that one. I like to look at myself in the mirror. I am not particularly interested in looking at myself in the mirror.
B.
A.
You like to look at yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think EP's dusting. Have we reached that point?
All right.
The room has officially disgusted her so much that she must dust.
Maybe EP will sit in.
Holy shit, there's a lot of dust on that table.
When it's perfectionist time, EP is going to sit in with.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
Go ahead.
I really like to be center of attention. It makes me uncomfortable to be center of attention.
A.
I don't think you're allowed to have a podcast. What's your answer? A to that one.
I can live my life in any way I want to. People can't always live their lives in terms of what they want.
A.
That's two conflicting arguments, though.
That's the whole point.
Well, no,
It's
but I
picking
mean,
between
like,
a dichotomy.
A is like, I can live my life however I want, and B is other people can't.
Or
No.
just in general, people.
In general,
Oh,
people can't.
generally
including
people
you.
can't?
People can't, yeah. Including
Oh.
me, kind of thing.
Right. Well, other people can't, but I can,
So you want to say A, too?
I guess.
Yeah. That would be A in that example.
Yeah, but then I also feel like I have to belittle other people.
So what? Let them be belittled.
Something tells me my narcissism score is going to be a lot higher
Higher
than I
than you
thought.
think? Yeah.
All right. Being an authority doesn't mean that much to me.
Whoa.
People always seem
Whatever
to
B
recognize
is.
my authority.
B.
B?
Whatever B is, I was already on board with B.
All right. So people always seem to recognize my authority?
Yes.
Recognize.
And it's such a primal reaction to A. I was just like, ugh.
I would prefer to be a leader. It makes little difference to me whether I am a leader or not.
A.
Okay. 2 leaders running the podcast. I would prefer to be... Okay.
What question are we on?
We are on 34.
Oh, we are there. Okay, let's
yeah,
go.
I'm going to be a great person. I hope I am going to be successful.
A.
I'm going to be a great person?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm going to be successful. I hope I am going to be successful.
Versus, wait.
What was the first one?
I'm going to be a great person. I hope I am going to be successful. It's kind of more like I am or I hope kind of thing.
B.
Okay. A couple more, guys. People sometimes believe what I tell them. I can make anybody believe anything I want them to.
Go on.
B. That'd be a B.
I would say generally B.
All right. Generally B. Okay.
I was telling this. I was telling the story about how I bullshitted my way into the Frank Cradaville victory. I think that answers B
Sure.
for me.
Nice. I'm a born leader. Leadership is a quality that takes a long time to develop.
A.
Ooh, nice. All right. I wish somebody would someday write my biography. I don't like people to pry into my life for any reason. Right.
We're having a live therapy session on the air. I think it's A.
I get upset when people don't notice how I look when I go out in public. I don't mind blending into the crowd when I go out in public.
B.
B.
All right, both B. All right, guys, 2 more. And we're going to find out the results. I'm more capable than other people. There's a lot that I can learn from other people.
A.
A.
All right, both A.
But that's just because most people are dumb and stupid.
Yes. Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Paul Blart Mall Cop made his money back. Can I remind everybody that?
Yes, so obviously A is the correct answer.
All right.
Jesus.
I am much like everybody else. I am an extraordinary person.
B.
B.
All right, guys. That's
the last question?
it. That is the last one.
All right, so unfortunately for all of you, you're going to have to hang on because we're going to come back with the results after a short break.
And we're back. Did you miss us? Rob thinks you did because he's super
narcissistic? Yeah, sure.
And we're going to find out for sure right now.
Yeah, we're taking bets, and I'm guessing my score is between 35 and 40. That's what I'm going to go with. I know that there are 3 answers that I didn't get, so I'm still going to go with 35 to 40. And I'm going to guess Cory is actually 25 to 30, which was way higher.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel, but apparently not.
Not so much. All right, and so we have the answers now, yeah?
Yeah.
Should we get a drum?
Alrighty. So, just to let you guys know, between 12 and 15 is average. Okay. Celebrities often score closer to 18. Okay. Narcissists score over 20. And as you guys know, this is not
diagnostic.
Not diagnostic.
By any means. Okay. So, Rob, your score was 35.
Yes, and I correctly predicted that. So go ahead.
All right. And Cory, you were 26, sir.
Not bad. All right. So I missed that one because I thought you'd be a little lower than that.
What are celebrities again?
Celebrities often score closer to 18. So a little bit more than...
So I'm a little bit more celebrity than them.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah. So that is non-diagnostic, but obviously not a surprise either, I don't think, for anybody.
Then you had 10 points on me.
Anyone who knows us probably...
normal symptoms
Sure.
of narcissism.
Mild or normal?
It measures mild or normal. So even someone who gets the highest possible score
is mild
does
or normal?
not necessarily have narcissistic personality disorder.
Yes, but I think we all know that I do, so that's okay.
It's also said it's capable of making a mistake, so if the results say anything about you that you don't think is true, you're right, and the test is wrong.
No, I think the test is absolutely correct.
Disclaimer.
Yes. All right, so...
In Rob's case, I think it's absolutely correct.
So we're moving on to what? What's the next one?
All right, so the next one you guys wanted to do was obsessive-compulsive disorder screening quiz.
This is the Cory round.
This is the Cory's going to... as we sit in the apartment that got cleaned because people would see it today. Part of my narcissism, not part of my OCD. Absolutely not.
This is clean?
Meanwhile...
Can I just get a 40 on this one?
All right, so you ready?
All right.
Are we going to roll through? Here we go.
That's actually just the only question on the thing.
What do you think
of the room you're currently in?
All right.
Okay, so there's 20 on this. Okay, guys?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. Have you been bothered by unpleasant thoughts or images that repeatedly enter your mind, such as, number 1, concerns with contamination, dirt, germs, chemicals, radiation, or acquiring a serious illness such as AIDS?
That doesn't count. The peanut gallery is giving me... No, I drank out of a cup that was questionably clean literally 10 minutes ago, so I don't think that's me. That'd be a B. Or no.
So it's either no or yes this time. So you want to say no,
Yes.
you have not been bothered by...
I am going to say yes, because I slept on my shoulder weird, and I've been concerned all day that I might be having a heart attack.
Oh,
wait. Does that count for that question?
That's more just with the contamination. Like
Contamination.
Germs,
no.
Not
chemicals.
B.
So you want to say no? No.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
I'm not
no
worried
this time.
about germs.
There might be one of those coming up, though. The other one that you're...
Do you fear that you're currently having a heart attack?
Should we seek help immediately?
No, I just love that previously you've said, like, my right arm was numb, so I called EP, and she was like, not the left? You're fine.
All right.
The part that concerned me about that is, like, it was like a solid week where, like, my right arm was numb, and I changed nothing about what... I was smoked like a chimney, I ate whole pizzas...
Just unconcerned, all in general.
I ordered sesame chicken, didn't eat the broccoli.
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. That's what my policy is. All right, go ahead. Question 2.
All right. It's the same thing, bothered by unpleasant thoughts or images. And this is over-concerned with keeping objects, clothing, groceries, tools in perfect order or arranged exactly.
No.
Yes.
And yes. Okay. All right, number 3, images of death or other horrible events.
Do I have them?
So, sorry, the beginning. Bothered by unpleasant thoughts or images that repeatedly enter your mind, such as images of death or other horrible events.
Yes.
Okay, both yes. Bum, bum, bum. Happy music. I
like you that you know where I was going with that. Yeah.
Okay. Have you been bothered by unpleasant thoughts or images that repeatedly enter your mind, such as personally unacceptable religious or sexual thoughts?
Personally objectionable? Is that what
personally unacceptable?
Oh, absolutely not. No, they're all acceptable to me.
So you want to say no?
Yes,
okay.
I'm saying no.
Cory? Unacceptable religious or sexual thoughts? Okay.
Yeah, nothing really offends me in that regard.
Okay.
Thank God, or else we couldn't be friends, I think.
If I got her, I was like, oh my.
If your reaction was ever, oh my, to anything that I said, we couldn't be friends.
Jiminy Crickets.
Josh Duggar. Anyway.
Too soon. Hashtag too soon.
Don't worry, this thing's going to be posted on Tuesday. By then, everyone will forget about it.
First met Rob.
Yeah.
Honestly, first thoughts, first judgments of Rob when you first met him freshman year.
First judgments of Rob.
Behind the music right now. First thought, go.
I thought he was dynamic, and
great description.
It's really nice, Cory.
Yeah,
I'm totally gonna move my mic, by the way.
I just feel like when I first met Rob, he had that kind of like lure to him. That what?
Snaffling. She just snaffled.
Your mic is down too because you're fixing your thing. But
okay, good.
But
that just happened. There we go. He just snaffled.
I don't know. I felt like he was he was a good. He had potential in him, so therefore he was worth.
Dynamic personality. Yeah.
All right, Rob. What did you think of Cory?
Cory, it was relating to home. That was the thing. I needed someone.
I just saw the pain in Cory's face. Really?
No. It was like
I spoke poetry of you.
You prepared that, Rob.
No. So really, honestly, it was about how I needed someone who had something in common with me, and I was surprised that 400 miles away, I found someone who had something in common with me there. So yeah, it was a big deal for me to say. I mean, really, that I don't know how you felt. I was super uncomfortable going into that meeting.
Yeah,
it was a lot of jappy Long Island people, and I am not that.
Hold on, please explain jappy before your listeners get
Jewish American princess. It's if you've ever been to Long Island, just anybody you've met at all. So I was like, I don't know how you felt. I felt like I have made a horrible decision. I've gone to this college, and I am nothing like these people.
I didn't think like I made a horrible decision, but like I was like I was nervous that I was going to do something that would stick with me forever, and therefore people would make fun of me. And thank God I didn't say Dancing Queen in front of everybody in the freshman class.
Meanwhile, you did in fact sing Dancing Queen. And I have to say that I fell in love with Cory in that moment. He sang Dancing Queen for everybody, and I was like, that's a guy I need to be friends with.
Have we told this story on the podcast?
I don't know.
I think we should.
Yeah, because we did talk about, what's his name?
Jaeger.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I was in the hallway. We were staying in a dorm.
Yes.
For the orientation.
Nassau, Suffolk, for those who know where Hofstra is.
And I was in the hallway of the dorm listening to music on my laptop, and I just had my headphones on, and I was sort of singing along, and it was Dancing Queen. Or no, it was another ABBA song. Mm-hmm. But I was singing along to it, and like somebody walked by, and they're like, "What is that?" I'd be like, "ABBA," and they're like, "What?" I'd be like, "There's a 70s pop band." It's like, "What did they do?" I'd be like, "Well, their most famous song was probably Dancing Queen." And they're like, "What? How does Dancing Queen go?" I was like, "You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl?" And they were just like, "Oh my God, that's so fucking funny." And then like just randomly, like I'd be walking around and people would be like, "Sing Dancing Queen." I just do that little bit.
I'm actually not convinced that people didn't know that was your original song. They may have thought that you were the singer of that song.
But then there was a big...
To college with?
There was a big like I think it was like a sexual harassment meeting or something like that.
I feel like it was.
They brought us all to the auditorium to talk about like not putting roofies in girls' drinks or something like that.
And some of us learned that lesson. Some of us didn't.
We were waiting for like 10 more people to show up or something like that, and then like one of the RAs who was leading the thing was just like, well, does anybody here have like a special talent they want to share? And like somebody stood up and they're just like, Cory, sing Dancing Queen.
No, it's like not somebody. Jaeger stood up and turned around in a silent room and screamed, Cory sings Dancing Queen. And there was like a chorus of
just like everybody's heads turned towards me, and I'm just like, oh shit.
That's epic. That's
it was excellent. That's awesome. And I believe I was sitting in the general area and I slinked away so that I didn't get wrapped into that nonsense.
No, I don't know him.
I don't know who that guy is.
We certainly won't have a podcast with him one day.
Certainly not. Anyway, so yeah, that was a good sidebar.
Super good sidebar. Don't.
I'm super.
Warm fuzzies.
I was a little concerned Cory was gay at that point because he was like, "Can I sleep over?" And I was like, "That's a little awkward." And then he hit on Dominic, and I was like, "At least it's not me."
And then were you like, what's wrong with me?
No, I was totally like, Dom can have that.
That would be the narcissistic answer. What's wrong with me?
Come on.
That's why I'm a 35, not a 40. All right, so let's go. What's the next question?
Ooh, back around. So have you worried a lot about terrible things happening, such as fire, burglary, or flooding the house?
It's not an irrational thought in Cory's case.
It's not.
No. I will say no on that.
You're going to say no? Right?
I would say yes.
Okay.
I think I had a fear going on for way too long in my life that aliens were going to climb through my window.
What?
Yeah. Well, I saw this thing. Like, it was talking about like.
Trust, Rob.
We're in the tree of trust. I'm asking him to elaborate.
No, but I saw this like thing on Discovery or whatever back when they actually did like cool things on Discovery.
Right.
And it wasn't like Mama June or whatever. But like but they showed like this art, like he was just like, and that's when the alien climbed through my window, and they showed like a sketch of what it looked like, and the alien had like one long leg coming through the window. And it was just like, I just like would lay in bed and look at the window and just fear that like an alien was gonna like lift up the thing and just like. I was on the second floor of the house, and I was scared that the alien was just gonna like step in, like, all right, here we go.
Time to butthole pro Cory.
time to anal probe a fat kid.
Oh, you weren't fat then.
I was husky.
Yeah, I hate the word husky. By the way, that just takes me back, and I'm like, ugh,
I was like Turtle season 5.
Turtle.
Yeah,
can we not talk about Rob? Can we not talk about Rob wearing huskies?
Hey, I wore like the girls' Missy clothes. I love how they tried to make it like the girl one's called Missy. The boy one's like, you're husky.
Is it Missy Elliott?
I still have horror dreams of JCPenney had the word husky on the wall, and Mom just being like, all right, let's go to the husky section. Let's try on jeans.
At least she didn't like yell at you from across the mall like, I'll beat you in husky.
Oh, wait. No, she totally did. That definitely happened.
When the daughter was modeling for
Huskaroo's. Now that gave me flashbacks. I didn't like that at all.
All right,
here we go. Go on. Next question.
Okay, next one. Have you worried a lot about terrible things happening, such as accidentally hitting a pedestrian with your car or letting it roll down the hill? Sorry.
Does it count if I want to run a pedestrian over? Is that a thing?
Do you worry about it?
No, absolutely not. I don't worry.
I didn't mean to laugh. It was just the questioning, the wording of the question.
I didn't ever worry about this until I woke up.
Right now.
Until I woke up one morning and I found my car at the bottom of the hill after it snowed.
That's right, yeah.
And it was just at the bottom of my parents' house with the long, big, steep driveway. And then I worried about it all the time. Like, when I had the Subaru, I used to like park it like sideways so it would have to roll down and like pull the e-brake until the molding came off. Yeah. So yes.
He's a yes on that. I'm a no.
No.
Unless hitting them on purpose is part of it.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
But you're not fearing...
You need to be worried about it.
I'm definitely not worried about it.
You're not fearing it. You're relishing the opportunity.
Exactly right. 500 points. Absolutely.
Nuns count for double.
So wrong. Have you worried a lot about...
That sounds like a diagnosis to me. So.
Yes.
The double points. Okay, anyway. Moving on.
Thought we were in the tree of trust.
We are in the tree of trust. We're in the judgment-free zone.
Sure.
Have you...
Everything right now.
Have you worried a lot about terrible things happening, such as spreading an illness? Maybe giving someone AIDS? That's what the question is.
No, absolutely not.
No, I don't worry about that.
Okay. It doesn't have to be AIDS. That's just what it says on the question.
Were you worried about giving somebody Ebola?
Were you worried about having Ebola?
I wasn't worried about having Ebola. I thought that
you
maybe
were pretty
somebody...
worried about Ebola.
I was a little worried about Ebola because people were not taking it seriously.
Very...
I don't go to West Africa, though. I mean...
You thought
you were like, fine, go get Ebola.
Like a month straight. It was like your passing incubation period. You
I was not scared of giving it to somebody, though. I was actually coughing on people trying to spread it. I want to be patient zero. It's all about being remembered. That's really what it comes down to.
All you got to do is fuck Coco and you got it.
Coco the monkey or Coco Chanel? I don't...
Either.
Conan.
Oh,
Conan.
Conan O'Brien. Oh, there's a man.
Grab him by the red hair.
No, you took it a step too far. Why'd you... All right, come on, let's go.
Have you worried a lot about terrible things happening, such as losing something valuable?
Yes.
No.
No, and yes. Okay. Have you worried a lot about terrible things happening, such as harm coming to a loved one because you weren't careful enough?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. Just make that face at me.
Right.
Just saying.
Have you worried about acting on an unwanted and senseless urge or impulse, such as physically harming a loved one, pushing a stranger in front of a bus?
I don't know that I appreciate how much you're laughing at this question. You're a professional. Can we get it under wraps?
It's like I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. So. Okay.
All right.
Serious face.
She made the disclaimer.
I
Yeah,
know.
she did.
Yeah.
Serious. It's how I cope with laughing. Have you
Works
worried?
with the kids a lot, I'm sure.
Oh,
Oh, Jimmy, let's talk about that.
no, different. Rude.
I'm not.
So rude.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just thinking of a really funny South Park from last night.
All right, so
Okay,
pushing someone in front of a
about a
bus.
senseless urge or impulse, such as physically harming a loved one, pushing a stranger in front of a bus, steering your car into oncoming traffic, inappropriate sexual contact, or poisoning dinner guests.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I give everybody a warning about poison.
I've often thought, what would the reaction be of people if I just randomly kiss them, like just people like standing at like a bus
Inappropriate
stop,
sexual contact.
like just walking up to them and just giving them like laying a big kiss on them and just staring at them and seeing what happens next.
Rachel's like, great.
Yeah. I want to do the thing where I'm like, oh, you need $10 for gas? I'll treat you for a hug. And then as I give them a hug, I whisper,
Like
in
I would
their ear,
never act
"You're
on
a
it.
whore now.
I've never acted on any of these things, but have you ever thought about like how easy it would be to steal a cop's gun too?
Yes, I
Like,
always think about that.
Sometimes you see like a cop like just like standing at like just like leaning up against something and
Not
I'm just
paying
like I can
attention?
take your gun so quick.
And then tap in the back of the head, and now you have a gun.
Well, no,
Too far,
I don't
too
even
far.
think about. I don't think about doing anything with the gun. I'm just saying, like, I could hypothetically take this really quick.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
absolutely.
even know it.
Yeah. So that's going to be yes on both.
So you say yes?
I'm more worried about other people having that impulse and acting on it than me doing it.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, yeah.
It's funny that you said that because one of my guy friends, when he met his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend, they introduced him, and he was like, so I guess you know who I am. And my friend was like, yeah, I guess you know who I am too. And he kissed him on the cheek for some reason, just to like make a point, and walked away. And I was like, why did
That
you
sounds
do
like
that?
something I would do.
And he was
I
like-
would totally do that.
And he was like, I owned him though. Do you realize? And I was like,
yeah, he's your bitch now.
And he was like, I just walked away. He'll never forget me. And I was like, I guess, yeah.
It's
And
like-
I'm taking notes now.
it's like-
Okay.
It's like the Bill Murray thing where like he just walks in and like walks up to somebody's table and steals a French fry and he's like, nobody will ever believe you.
It was kind of like what Danny said. He was like, what?
Wait, and didn't you see Bill Murray, Sarah, at the Pit Beef place?
It wasn't Bill Murray. It was. I was really young.
Yeah, it was. It was Bill Murray. I'm pretty sure.
Bill Murray.
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman.
I'm just going through Bills now.
Deep Pullman.
I can see his face, but I can't.
Caddyshack, right? Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, not him. President and Independence Day.
Yeah, Bill Pullman.
That'd be Bill Pullman.
Oh.
Well, you give it some thought. Let's go to the next question.
Okay.
This will be our Independence Day.
By the way, I am.
Say what I would normally say, but I don't think I should say this when people can hear me on it.
I am sincerely hoping that next year they do a 10th anniversary or 20th anniversary Independence Day in the movie theaters. Will you be down to go see that?
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Bill Pullman's speech on the big screen again. Yeah. I just remember being like, oh God, how 12. And Mom actually let me go see a PG-13 movie at 12, which was a big deal. I remember sitting in the back of the theater like, oh, yes, yes, absolutely.
My dad took me to see like Judge Dredd when I was like 7, and that was
did.
R. And like the guy like was just like, "Are you sure this is appropriate?" He's like, "Shut up."
Oh, Bill Baker, the rump shaker. Yes,
That's awesome, big name.
yes. All right, go ahead.
Okay, number 11. Have you felt driven to perform certain acts over and over again, such as excessive or ritualized washing, cleaning, or grooming?
No.
Well, I mean, like I shower all the time. Does that count?
No, it's
That's
a deal.
excessive. If it was like excessive, like how many times a day are we talking about?
Every day, I think he's going for like once every other day.
You're good.
Yeah. Do my weekly showers count?
No. Checking light switches, water faucets, the stove, door locks, or emergency brake.
Or Facebook.
Facebook does not count, but I will say yes on that.
Door locks?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm insane about door locks. And my car, I always will
Me too.
triple check the car.
Well, I hit the button like a million times just to make sure.
Just make sure. Just in case.
And I've been pissed at myself and come upstairs to check the coffee
But then
maker
again,
and the door.
I think some of these are reasonable because as soon as it happens, like I've locked myself out of my house before.
Me too.
So like I'll do one of those things where like I just out of impulse like flip the lock as I walk out and I close the door. I'm just like, shit, I don't have my keys. No. So like
that would be a yes for Cory too.
Anytime that I leave, I just like hit the thing. I'm just like, good, it's still open.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's a reasonable fear though. It's not like Obama will die if the door is not locked or something like that.
Whoa. Okay, so disclaimer: the thoughts of Cory are not the thoughts of the podcast. He may have made mention of the death of someone.
You can't
That's
say
his
that,
thoughts
Cory.
only. I don't. Yeah.
I said in a hypothetical.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Counting, arranging. Moving on. Counting, arranging. Evening up behaviors, such as making sure socks are at the same height. That's an example.
I set my alarm for 5s only. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think that would count.
Yeah, I'll say yes for that then.
Yes, I do that too. I can't listen to the radio if it's not on like a multiple of 5.
On the volume?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. On the
I
volume.
can't. If it's like 17, it'll drive me nuts. I might kill myself.
No, I don't know. I'm not going to go that far. But that was a little much. But no, I do 5s on the radio, 5s on the alarm. All my clocks are 10 minutes fast, except for the cable clock because I can't figure out how to move that.
At the end of this, I think Stephanie's going to give me a card and just be like, please.
No, not for me though, because she's like, you're beyond hope.
No, conflict of interest. You guys can't be my clients.
Oh no, I'm not saying your card. I was saying like somebody else.
card.
Call a friend of mine. Yes. Yeah, well, I definitely need it.
This is somebody I know named John. I think you should give him a call.
He's a nice guy.
Collecting his color? Or no? Okay.
I really do want to color after this. Is that
we can do that
in the cards?
Do you guys want to do that? You guys have been pretty good.
Jesus!
Before you get back to class,
do I get lollipops?
Sometimes. Collecting useless objects or inspecting the garbage before it is thrown out.
I'll say yes to the collecting. I do collect a lot.
Inspecting useless objects?
Inspecting the garbage or like collecting useless objects.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna say yeah? Okay.
I have a broken alarm and equalizer I can't get rid of because I think at some point I'm going to use something on it.
I finally have the box to throw out the copter that I got for Christmas that I've been keeping for no reason. Yeah. So that's an example. Yeah.
Okay, so repeating routine actions such as in and out of the chair, going through a doorway, relighting a cigarette a certain number of times or until it feels just right.
No.
Okay, you said
no. Yes. No, I said no. Correct. I said no.
Cory, what did you say? I'm sorry.
I said no, but now actually more that I'm thinking about it, I don't do any of the one any of the ones in the example there, but I think my writing might play into this one a bit. Because like I'll rewrite the same 10 pages over and over again until it's right.
Yeah. I will say that's probably a yes.
So does that count?
Yes.
Okay, yes, then. Yes, very much so.
Okay. Need to touch objects or people. Like, maybe like a good luck charm or something like that. You know what I mean? Like need to touch something on the way out.
I mean, I'll say only because whenever I leave a computer, I always have to touch the mouse or the pad just to make sure.
I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say yes on that. Yeah.
Consistently throughout this entire podcast, I've just been rubbing my hands.
Yeah,
like a comfort thing.
Yeah, so I'm going to say yes.
I do also sit with my hands in my pants. Is that a thing?
That's a thing.
Just check. I don't want
make sure it's still there.
I don't want the wiener thief to jump in.
Just make sure the kibbles and bits don't get out of it.
There's not a wiener thief.
My dad once told me that if I didn't take my hands off at the wiener thief. Oh god. Okay. Cory was entertained by that one. I hope you all were.
Pretty good.
The part of it I like the most is I'm just picturing your dad.
Yeah. Can you do an impression of my dad doing that?
Well, Rob, if you don't, have I told you about the wiener thief before?
No, Dad. What's the wiener thief?
Well, he might just take your wiener right off.
What? Is he like the devil?
Well, no.
Well?
Well, he's like the devil in disguise.
That's my dad. All right, go ahead. What's the
devil lives in his house.
Devil lives in your pants. Don't touch the devil.
I shouldn't drink right over the board. This is going to end terribly one day.
I do like that how you caught yourself by leaning over the electronics board. That's
I leaned more over.
Yeah.
Protect myself from it. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Unnecessary rereading or rewriting, reopening envelopes before they are mailed. Ooh, I do that.
I'm going to say no. Don't you say anything but yes.
Say no.
Rewriting.
So rereading or rewriting.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say rereading definitely happens, but that's just because I have a learning disability.
No, but the rewriting over and over until it's perfect.
Just like double checking and.
Well, like I reread things just to make sure I got everything right.
How about writing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, that'd be
yes. Say that right. Okay. Examining your body for signs of illness.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So both say yes.
Yes.
Call an EP the. Podcast nurse.
Yeah, the podcast nurse chimes in and says yes.
I check my testicles daily.
Both of them have come to me with medical questions on more than one.
Yes, Cory, the natural length is anywhere between 1 and 7. You're totally normal.
1 and 7?
I want to make sure I went low enough to get you in. I was talking about pinky length. What are you talking about? 7 would be really super long.
For a pinky?
For a pinky. Yeah. Womp. I feel like you're the Coke
just
dealer.
Tapping the one pinky on the...
I got a 4-inch long index, 7-inch long pinky. I'm just tapping
like I've known people who have had like birth defects and stuff like that, like weird hands, and they don't like necessarily put it out, but I think somebody with like a 7-inch pinky finger would just like all the time be
all
like,
the time. Yes. Or they would tap it like a velociraptor on the table. Tap, tap, click, click, tap, click, click.
What question are we on?
Only 2 more, guys.
Okay,
you're doing a great job. Avoiding colors, like red means blood, numbers 13 is unlucky. Our names, like those that start with D, signify death.
Or B.
That are associated with dreaded events or unpleasant thoughts.
I will say yes.
Yes.
Okay, number 9.
I have avoided things based off of what they're called.
Yes.
Needing
and numbers. My clock thing is about 5s are good. That's what
5s are good. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, needing to confess or repeatedly asking for reassurance that you said or did something correctly.
Yes.
No.
Okay, no and yes. Okay, guys.
I have nervous apologies.
You do nervous apologize.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
I don't. I say, fuck it!
Rachel all the time is like, you don't have to apologize.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not like apologizing. I'm just like...
Chronic apologizer.
Right,
I say
guys.
fucking and get over it. All right, so we have
ready?
a total. And this is out of 20. Same thing, score. I'm going to guess Cory is above 20 and I'm under 20. That's going to be my over-under. Any input? Any guess?
Ooh. Oh, I'm raging.
Okay. There's a part 2, guys.
What?
Surprise part 2, maybe based on... Shall we go?
Yeah, I'm already over
let's
this,
do it.
but I guess.
My computer's loading. I apologize.
This is just good pod.
That's more...
Just good pod.
Just good pod. That's going on the shirt.
It's good pod.
Just good pod.
Speaking of which, hopefully soon,
there's only 5, by the way.
in the next couple of weeks, we are going to have a store set up.
Yeah.
So you should definitely check out otheanthem.com.
Well, you know what people should also do is like tweet in with what they desperately want.
Right, absolutely.
If there's like a shirt you want us to make.
We did something good here. Well, we did something. I don't know if it's good. Not a Beth. I'm a Beth. Both of those will be up. That's just good pod. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, it would be good for a coffee cup.
Yes,
so you could just like hold
pod.
it. Just good pod.
So all that will be up. So keep on checking otheanthem.com for that. We'll keep you updated, obviously. And of course, my book, which is coming out June 16th. Pre-orders will start the first day of June. So yeah, so get on that too. That'll be in the store as well.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. So we have more questions?
Okay. And, all right. So on this, there's just 5, and it's just asking for... Okay, so on average, how much time is occupied by these thoughts or behaviors each day? Okay, so would that be none? So this is for the ones that you answered.
Right,
yes
all the
to.
ones we answered, yes.
Okay, so it would be anywhere from none, mild, which would be less than 1 hour, moderate 1 to 3, severe is 3 to 8, and extreme is more than 8.
Mild.
Okay, so Rob, you're saying mild. Mm-hmm. Okay, Cory?
Extreme.
Extreme, like more than 8 hours a day?
Yeah, I was going to correct you, but that's absolutely true. Yeah.
I would say upwards of 20 hours a day because I only sleep about 4.
Okay, so this kind of goes into that. How much distress do they cause you? None, mild, moderate, severe, extreme is disabling. So, like, you couldn't go through your day. Really.
I'm going to say mild again.
Yeah,
so mild.
What is the range here again? Where's mild rank?
So it's either none or mild or moderate, severe.
I would say mild.
You want to say mild?
What?
Okay. I'm not like
impacted
destroyed by it.
Yeah, but it does have an impact. Yeah,
it does have an impact, but it doesn't
distress. Does it distress you? That's like the keyword, distress.
So like I went to Barnes and Noble's once, and one of the obsessive-compulsive books was out of place. And I noticed it, and I took a picture because I was like, that's really funny. Right. And I took a picture of it, and then I walked away, and then I had to come back and fix it because I would not be able to get... it would bother me forever if I didn't fix it.
So I'm going to say that's a little more than mild.
You want to say moderate, maybe?
Moderate.
We don't want to talk you into it. If you want to say mild, it's
I think I'm mild, though, because my life
mild.
isn't destroyed by it.
Sure.
Okay.
Now
I'm going to
now that we've learned that, I'm going to go rearrange things in Cory's room.
Oh my god, no, please don't.
Oh, here you go. This kind of goes with it. How hard is it for you to control them? So do complete control, much control, moderate control, little control, no control.
Much control.
All right, Rob says much control.
Moderate control.
Moderate, alrighty.
Because there's some I can control and some I can't.
Okay, number 4. How much do they cause you to avoid doing anything, going any place, or being with anyone? No avoidance, occasional, moderate, frequent, and extensive avoidance, extreme avoidance.
No avoidance.
No avoidance.
So both are no. Yep. Okay, guys, and this is the last question.
At least that's what you say, but there might be 15 more after this.
Just kidding. How much do they...
Round 3.
How much do they interfere with school, work, or your social or family life? None. Slight interference. Definitely interferes with functioning. Much interference. Extreme interference.
None.
Slight.
All right, so Rob is none. And Cory, you said slight. All right, gentlemen. This is the real deal.
15 more questions. Go ahead. So what we got?
Your Disney princess is...
Oh, come on, Jasmine. Come on, Jasmine. Come on, Jasmine.
Anna. Come on, Anna.
All right, Cory, I think we did you first last time.
Yes,
so
let's do Cory. Yeah.
All right, Cory.
And this is a 0 to 40 scale?
Oh, no, 0 to 20.
0 to 20.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, so this is if you scored, okay? So 12 and up, OCD is likely. Again, not diagnostic by any means.
Right, yeah.
8 to 11 is OCD is probable. 0 to 7, OCD is unlikely, okay? So Cory, yours is 24.
No surprise there, I don't think.
And Rob, you scored 11.
All right, so below the minimum.
Yeah.
That's what I like. That's like a 0.7. Like, I'm on the board, but not really that counts.
This is not meant as a diagnostic tool.
It's not meant as a diagnostic
right.
tool.
But I don't think anybody's surprised.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. After all that, we've just wasted an hour because nobody's fucking surprised by any of the results of that.
I feel like I should say something that, like...
See, this is his moderate to severe that's stepping in. He's like, I need to fix this.
Well, no, so, like... does any show of hands? Does anybody have constant racing thoughts? Okay, so me and Sarah, good.
Sure.
Internet, hey.
So this what you can learn is that mental health problems run in my family, different ones, but yeah, sure.
Different ones for different people.
It's genetic,
I do have ADD.
right?
Yeah.
So and so does Cory. So
Yeah,
and untreated,
but no, well,
treated, self-treatment, untreated by prescription medicine.
oh, but I don't like medicine.
I think you should just get it and give it to me.
No, what?
She likes it. So do I.
She likes it?
I mean, you should fill that and just hook me up. That's what I think.
See, but no, hold on. No, because I gotta.
So what Stephanie is saying is she's going to prescribe us all something at the end of the podcast.
I don't think she has a pad.
No. Do you have a blank pad that we could just have? I feel like that's.
I could set you up with some people.
All right, just sign. I would like 20 or 30.
No
just
diagnosing.
sign. Yeah.
There's this
absolutely.
guy Jimbo who hangs out on the corner.
Street farms.
Yes.
There's a. I like to get my drugs from the street.
Me too. Absolutely. Makes
That
it more
is
fun
not
that
good
way.
advice. That's not. Disclaimer: that is not good.
Rob's a lawyer.
No.
Jesus Christ.
And if you get caught with a street pharmacist, give me a call.
Please call Rob.
Just tell me the situation. But no, seriously, in regards to mental health, I think that you gotta do you, because I personally cannot do the medicine.
Sure.
It just does not.
Or Maryland needs to take the tack that 12 other states have done and be realistic about it and know that you have receptors in your brain which are called cannabinoids and that they can and should be treated with cannabis should we get off of our tent pole out of our asses and treat them correctly.
I was just going to say that I feel like anytime I took any of I was on every one of them. The Ritalin, the Dexedrine, the whatever.
Dextromethorphan? Is that
whatever? I was on literally every single.
Let's take some NyQuil and just have a good time.
I was on literally every single ADHD medicine.
Good idea.
I was on literally every single ADHD medicine there was.
Yeah.
And every single one of them made me feel like, worthless and depressed and suicidal. And then on top of that, every single one of them made me feel like I was high without the fun.
Oh, that's the worst.
So
high without the fun. What's
yeah.
the point?
Yeah, I get that, but I'm on such a low dosage because I can't tell that I'm on it unless I.
Unless you stop taking it.
If I don't take it, the only time I notice it is during the time that I actually really need it.
Yeah.
Which is if I'm like trying to read and retain.
Yeah.
Because I've been on medication before where I've been on too much of it, and I feel like to get the effects of the medication, I should feel like all the time super focused.
Yeah.
But since I'm on the right medication now,
Right.
put it out there, get on the right medication.
No, I was going to say the appropriate thing is you shouldn't feel.
Notice the difference is when I don't take it and I need to read.
Yeah.
Which is really what I need it for.
It's ideal. Yeah.
It really, I don't know. I hate it. I think it fucks with your brain in such a way. Like, I used to jump off the roof of my garage because I thought if I did that, then I wouldn't have to take it anymore. Like, somehow that would rationalize.
And after the podcast, we're going to have a special private session with Stephanie.
The medicine wasn't good for you.
Maybe
I feel like you're getting into something.
Maybe that intervention wasn't too far off.
But as a child, maybe you can back me up, Stephanie. As a child, that was your way of thinking, well, I don't want to take this anymore, and my parents won't let me just not take it anymore, so maybe if I do
something.
Yeah, maybe if I do something, then I won't. Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously one of us is healthy and in therapy, and one of us is not. That's how that works. And Rob says, "Where's the Jack Daniels? Let's have a good night tonight."
There's actually oh god, what were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
There's actually a really cool technology now that's just like becoming a thing. I was telling you about it.
The genetic thing,
yeah, and it's they do like a gene swab, and they check pretty much your genetics to see which medications would work the most with your And so it's really, really, really awesome. It's like a very new thing. And
I'm a little afraid to get that because I think if they gene swab me and then I find out that I am literally the perfect man, that there'll be accolades and then like news programs. I'm not trying to get into all of that. So
I think it'd be funny if it just sent back like a letter, like a certified letter, and Rob opened it and it was just like Viagra. And it's like, who sent this? Whose idea of a joke is this?
Dear sir, the only thing in your genome we have a problem. No, but I've told the story before about the awkward conversation I had with my dad.
You send a letter back, like you take in the mirror, of just like the little bit of the dick, just like the
V.
Yeah, the V with just a smidge of dick.
Yeah,
and then you're just like, you want me to prove it to you?
So the most
Viagra
awkward,
my asshole.
One of the very few and very awkward conversations I had with my dad was sitting and watching a football game and having back-to-back what's
Viagra and Cialis.
The hair stuff.
Oh.
Rogaine and then Viagra commercials, and having him at the end of the Viagra commercial laugh, elbow me and be like, well, at least you don't have to worry about any of that. Dad, I don't need to know that. I don't. And she lives in the house with him. She knows.
Rob's like, oh, Dad, I don't need to know this. What, did I fuck your mom?
No!
No, come on, Dad, that makes it worse.
Oh, God, that does make it worse. Stephanie's appalled. Yeah.
Stephanie's like, what did I do?
Well, anyway, so
the gene swap.
Can we get
a
because it's like
hold on.
Quiet on the set.
Hold on. I have something to say that I feel has never been more true than this very moment.
Yes.
Ooh, yay.
I feel like we've done good here today.
We have done something, but I don't know that it was good. So anyway, before we get into that, I do want to say we have made very much light of it today, but mental health is a very serious thing. Obviously, the questions that we've done here today are publicly available, and you can find the links to these questionnaires on the show notes below. But if you have any concerns arising from these things, or if this just piqued your interest, you should absolutely seek out a mental health care worker. There are publicly available facilities for you, or you can reach out to your primary care physician and find a referral that way. So if something has piqued your interest, or if something has raised a concern, please do reach out for somebody. Just know that, as we talked about in the Rob and Williams podcast, you're not alone. There's always things out there for you.
Also, I would. On top of that, just because I feel the need to reach out to extremes here.
Sure.
If for whatever reason you ever feel like, suicidal or desperate, obviously, like, that's no joke. Like, and you don't have to tell, your mother, but, there's suicide hotlines, there's safe places to go for that sort of thing, too.
And let's put that in the show notes, too. Let's put out the hotline there. And you can also, you can find resources everywhere. Seriously, take it seriously. It's funny that we can joke about ourselves, and I think that we have really just done what people already knew.
I think I, for one, joke as a coping mechanism.
I think that we all do. So, it's all fun and games that we make fun of ourselves and that everyone here makes fun of us. We're a very close-knit group and people know who's here. But if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling like there are things that you need to do, certainly reach out and find those resources. And some of those will be in the show notes. But nothing is better than talking to your primary care physician and being referred to somebody who is specifically there for you.
Good job, guys.
All right.
Yeah. And if you want to find those show notes, otheanthem.com. You can email us at Cory@otheanthem.com. Oh, the Anthem on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube. And the listener line, 443-219-7595.
What's that number again?
443-219-7595.
And you can find me on the web everywhere at Robert N. Cheek on all your social networks. Please check out themovementinsurrection.com. foundingthefuture.us, that has all my political stuff on it, and adeaddrop.com for all the news stories that you don't see anywhere else. Do you have any?
On Twitter.
And Foe is now on Twitter.
So please follow Foe.
FAUX Novel on Twitter, Facebook, and all around. Do you have anything that you want to pimp? No? Okay, so she's good. But I will say once again, in her benefit, it's Stephanie's benefit. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank
please.
You guys for having me.
Thank you. It was lovely to have you.
And if you enjoyed this episode, let us know. We'd certainly be happy to have her on more and to do more things like this. But once again, fun and games though it is, if you have any concerns, please do seek out professional help. So, as always, you are listening to the Oh the Anthem podcast, part of the Oh the Anthem digital network. So for Cory and Stephanie and for the
So that's it for this week. If you want to check out last week's full episode, click up here. And if you want to see the episode we did on Robin Williams, down below. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff. We appreciate every little bit of it. See you next week.